we go. All right. And it's been a while. And we are back on live for another epic episode. Eman and Candy Cupcake got on here.
Yeah.
Guys. Been a minute. Been a minute, E-Man. I know Kenny and I, we talk like, I don't know, what, 18 times a day?
Mm.
I'm kidding. Yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
while, man.
Yeah, I've been hiding on the. I've been working on these videos. Been taking been looking at the canvas. Seeing how I can um do my part in the community, getting videos out. Just watching a whole lot of things. Basically, looking at these changes in people. And then my wife changed for a second, then she flipped back. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. That was getting personal now. But you'd be surprised how many people have changed in your life, and they look the same. They smell the same, but they don't act the same.
Why do you think that is?
That's because we study moving. It's just study things are study changing. Things are study changing. Things are they're flip flopping, you know, uh, and trying to cause discourse, trying to get to everybody's frequency. But like I tell people, keep yourself updated with where you at and what you know, because I think that's a way to defend yourself. If you keep in the know, if you just sit in the cut and don't say nothing and just it's almost like they say if you don't use it, you lose it.
So you think just because being more in tune with the changes that maybe before, if something like that happened, you wouldn't have noticed it as much?
Right, no, you wouldn't, because you keep yourself updated. That's why I look at my own videos and I look in the past so that I don't forget what I already did. Because I did a couple of videos and somebody said they seen that. I posted that video last year. I said, no, I know I ain't posted that video last year. And so I even look at my own videos. That's why I tell people, um, your brain can forget easy if you don't focus on. Uh, and so since I make the Mandela effect so important, I got to remember a lot of details. Because sometimes in your life you forget details. You may have snippets of memories, but a lot of details you may be lacking. So I try
Right.
to keep myself as much uh, um, updated with my old self so that I don't forget the details. I mean, I remember the details when I first came across you and Cupcakes and Jason. I remember how the conversations we was having and everything. And so I try to keep them because them are good tag points.
What
But
about you, Candy? You notice that around about people around you making, um, being different or anything?
she's not in.
What? What do you mean she's not in?
I don't see her.
Where'd she go? She always does that. Where'd you go, Candy? Well, I guess we're not going to find out.
But
Hey,
yeah,
Lenny. Get Lynn Miguel coming in. I don't know if Michelle's opinion is still here. She had to go eat, it looks like. Candy, I don't know what happened to her.
and it's hard when we take a break. People ain't used to you being on, and you got to
Yeah.
build it up again. Because I know I haven't even been on my backup channel. I just been focusing.
Hey,
I was
Gorgon.
on,
Well, I see. You talk about like you've seen your wife, change, kind of flip back and forth. I've noticed changes in myself. Have you noticed changes within yourself? I've noticed I'm changing. I've changed a lot. I'm not the same person that I was when I first came into this community, nor the
well, I think
same
your
person even coming on
changes,
YouTube.
your changes are positive because I don't think you're almost 2 months in now, ain't you? About 45 days.
Oh man, I don't even keep track anymore. What's today? 14th, 13th? It was June 16th, Father's Day weekend, June 16th. So, how many
Yeah.
days after?
And I say yeah. So, and then, but yeah, I think we all change and certain like I'm not as sporadic with the changes as I used to be. Meaning, I found changes this week and last week, and been working on the Bible changes. But I
Well,
don't go. I
I
don't
look
go
at,
hunting for the changes a lot like I
I
used.
look. It's more than just it's the way I look at life. Where before it was like I would look at, uh, the world would just be like, it's just strange to me. It just like I was looking through different eyes at everything in the world. And now, I don't know. It's just I want to get out there and uh, create waves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Where I go, and it's been like that ever since probably geez, I don't know, a month ago. No,
yeah.
we're getting that. I'm talking more openly everywhere, and it's not the Mandela effect. I'm not going there. It's all but more about spiritual salvation, the Holy Ghost with
Oh yeah,
people. And
oh
they're coming up to me out of everywhere. They're out of the woodwork. I just
yeah.
out of nowhere. People
And that's
just come
because
up and they're like asking me questions that directly lead into that conversation.
yeah, that's because God have called you for this purpose. That's why he got you to he helped you get away with video bad habits without any backlash or no doctors or no AA meetings or none of that. And he did it. So he got a call for your life to help his believers get saved. That's what I was telling William. That as long as we getting people saved, that's what I care about. We care about. The Mandela effect is gonna happen no matter what. These changes gonna happen no matter what. But the world is getting angry no matter what.
Yeah, but
But
the weird thing though, man, is when I've talked, my whole life I've been of faith, and I've many times I've talked to people about uh, Jesus and salvation. It's different now. It's different. The words are different. The way it comes out of my mouth is different. Sometimes I talk and they're not even words formed in my mind. They are just rolling off.
that's it.
And
That's the spirit of God. God tell you what to say.
yeah, it's a different experience. I've never experienced this before when I talk about it, where I'm not even thinking of the direction to go, but it's coming out and it's hitting them.
Yeah,
Like I said, the last ones I had were Jehovah Witnesses that came out up to me, and well, I got to one of them. I saw it in his eyes and the whole jaw dropping thing, and I got to him, and he started saying that he was going to look into other things, and the other guy, he was the higher one of the two. I don't know how they have
the
one
weak
guy.
person.
And he cut the conversation off and just said, "Look, we're going to go. We're going to just agree to disagree. Have a nice day." And I said, "Well, wait a minute. I want you to do what I asked you guys to do, and then come back in a week. Come back in a week and let me know how it works."
You being guys, that's what I'm talking about. And that's all we call to do is to wake people up to get to know Jesus and build a relationship with God and make sure you keep the relationship with God, you know. Whatever the devil do, he gonna do anyway. That's why I always say I never, you know, I used to want to know how he used the machine and how it's done and where it's done and what it could be causing it. But like I always say, you know, he not gonna let me use it, so what I care about how he using it or how is it working. And, you know, I'm not gonna be able to get access to it, and so I don't even worry about that. I worry more about keeping my mind stayed on God and keeping a relationship, building a relationship and knowing Him. You know, I use the Mandela effect as a tool to wake up people that, you know, time is at a hand where we are in revelation. There ain't no time to be playing with God. There ain't no time to be talking about I take a break or I go do my own little thing because any day could be the last, you know. Anytime you got the volcano still erupting in Hawaii, and it's been almost a month and a half now, and then you got places still tearing apart everywhere where the planet is ripping apart other people, you know.
Oh, yeah. You got record-setting high temperatures worldwide. You've got earthquakes, fires, record-setting fires across the world, sinkholes everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
and the thing is, is that it's all these things are happening across the whole world. These aren't just local things. These are
That's what I'm saying. And that's why I tell people if you don't believe in the Mandela effect, just look around you, man. Look at what's going on. Something is different. This is a different time. We know it's a different time, but this is a different era. This is something that we have never seen before. And the next 3 years is gonna even be greater. It's gonna get even more intense. Because I
well,
really believe they're trying to cause some kind of cataclysmic disaster. I don't know if I said that word right, but that's all right. But they trying to start some kind of real bad disaster with the modification of the weather that they using, and then so that they can depopularize the world. You know, they're talking about the California over there, the plates are rubbing against each other now, and that's why there's been so many uh, earthquakes and tremors over there in Wyoming where the super volcano is, and the chasm, the gasmas, the what they call them, the chasmas or the geysers? I think they call them the geysers. The
right.
geysers, yeah, the geysers. And, you know, they normally just pop off 3 times a year. They already up to like 25.
Well,
And
and here's the thing: it's not just that, man. It's this. It's the whole push with the LGBT and the what they're doing to the school children and affecting our kids,
oh
our
yeah,
young generation, and you've got the movie stars, you got your singers, and they're all promoting all the same stuff, all the same evilness and on the kids, and and they're tabooing anybody that talks about Jesus and salvation, and they
yeah,
and if they're just the parents are just buying into it and just no, this is politically correct. This new age religion, just love. What do you mean, just love? You know,
That's all they want you to. They want you to cover. I know God said love covers a multitude of sins, but He was talking about in your personal life. He didn't say cover up what people doing. Just oh no, be nice. It's gonna be sweet and give them prosperity messages, and you're gonna get a blessing, and you're gonna get a house. Because what people don't realize, like I tell people, this fight that the devil is about to bring upon mankind, the devil don't have to fight his because he already got his. He don't got to convince his because he already got his. He trying to come after the saints. He coming after the saints to turn them against God, to get them to worship Him, to get them to trust in Him. You know, that's why I like technology, but that's why I think this I know this AI thing is just supernaturally evil because why all of a sudden everything in their mama has to be transferred to AI? Why AI got to be implemented into everything, not just a few things? I mean, if you go back 4 years ago, you didn't even hear the word AI. You didn't know what AI was. AI wasn't even a concept. The last 3 years, it's like AI became a god overnight.
right? And then the thing is like you said, they're putting that AI into everything. Your TV, your dishwasher. I mean, I saw a commercial on that, and they were showing all these products, so they're going to put the AI in. Like, unbelievable.
And then, well, things change. First of all, things change, but God, you gotta use your common sense. Something to be this universal. Why is this a universal accepting technology everywhere at the same time? I mean, they trying to implement it everywhere around the world at the same time.
Right?
Well, that's God's bringing that here. God ain't bring. God didn't say God coming back as AI.
Right. Well, here's the thing too that I'm noticing is like the news pushing all this gender um, crap on our kids. So where the parents now are not going to call it a boy or a girl and let the boy or girl pick at age 4. Well, I don't remember. I don't even remember at age 4 anything except for like, I think I remember my first day of elementary school. That's about it. But here's the thing: is that they're pushing all this on, and they put it on the news like it's like, yeah, this is everybody's doing this. You know what? No way. I don't know anybody that does that, but they
Hey,
make it sound
this is cool.
like it's the cool thing and everybody's doing it. But the reality is all these things they're telling you on the news and all these things. It's not happening like that. They'll just take and throw somebody on the news and interview them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is great."
Well,
Really?
it's a way of brain. It's a way of
They don't. They don't do any interviews at all on any of the things I've noticed. Not one of them. Like when they have the transvestite reading in the elementary school, when they talk about baby until age 4, all these things that they put on the news, I have not seen one interview of a person that's against it. It's only one or two interviews of the people are for it. Well, so they make it sound like everybody's for it. No, I guarantee you, for that one person that's for it, there's 100 behind saying, "Hell no."
well, I don't even think they is because most of them don't even care. Most of them they don't even look at the news.
Well,
They
that's
don't
what
even,
they want you to think. That's what they want you to think. Think about it, Eman. You got kids. You're gonna be okay with them sitting there reading a book, telling them what gender they're gonna be?
I don't know. I,
No.
I already told my kids. I said, look, we ain't doing that. I say God made you a boy, and that's who you are now. What you choose to be when you get out of my house, that's your choice. But in my house, you're a boy. And in my house, you're a man. You got a dandelion, you're a man. You got a vagina, you're a girl. Now, when you get out of the world, you can do what you want to do. But in my house, even when you come back in my house, you better put your stuff, put them breasts to the side and and man up, because I ain't raised that kind of person. I'm not gonna get to a point where it's a normal thing. That's the problem. We done made this stuff. The LGBTQ has sneakily became a new race, not a gender, not a sexual preference. It's a race now. It's a race. They even got it on the applications now. It's no longer a gender or sexual preference. It's a race. That's why when you talk against them, they say you being racial.
Right. Well, here's the other thing I'm noticing on the news. Right. It just drives me crazy. I can only watch so much of it. So they'll have like a white person that did something wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take your pick. It doesn't matter what color you are. We all do. It doesn't matter. Everybody commits crimes. But they'll put the label white person in front of it. A white man, a white woman. But if it's any other race, they don't specify.
And I blame it on that's because
Racism.
I tell people all the time, man. I'm a black person. Well, I ain't a black person. I'm
Wait,
a human.
whoa. What'd you say?
I'm just a human. I'm a human.
I'm kidding.
I'm a human being. But the government considers me black. I consider me human, and that's the problem we got. We label people anyway, but the problem with the people that they call my color black, that half the times the reason why they get in trouble because they do a lot of stuff, man. I tell people all the time, I did pizza delivery. I go into a nice neighborhood. I don't worry about nothing. I go into my neighborhood. I'm looking over my shoulder all the time. I got robbed 5 times by people that look just like me. And so when they tell me, it's a police. It ain't no police problem. It's what they doing is trying to make the police not have authority, because now these people that so called look like me thinking they the police, thinking they run it. And when the police tell them to turn them, no, I ain't turning over. Who you think I'm recording? First of all, when I was young, they told you supposed to respect authority, and so I don't know. It's like the media and the government and whoever else is trying to make people think they're bigger than what they really are. That like they got the authority, like they the law and order. That if a police tell you to turn around, you can say, no, I ain't turning around. I ain't under arrest. You under arrest, huh? I seen a video today. This guy in Walmart. They told him to get out. He recording talking about I was just riding my scooter board in Walmart. I said, first of all, they said you can't ride it in Walmart. You can't ride it in Walmart. Get out. And so he recording them, talking about, you see this? This is what we go through. This is what we go through. And so the man say, come on, the exit's over here. And he wanted them off the premises, off the parking lot. And he was like, man, I ain't going. I can walk where I want to walk. And just talking all kind of stuff. And then the man said, man, look. And then he cussed at him. And so he said, no, you going to jail now then. And he's like, man, why you gotta do it like this? Why you do that? I ain't going down. I ain't going nowhere. First of all, if they tell you to get on the ground, get on the ground.
Right.
Turn around. What are you talking back for? I mean, if I was white, black, purple, blue, pink, if the police tell me to turn around and I'm gonna turn around, I'm sorry. Well, because you ain't doing no good for yourself. Because they got the goods. You ain't got the goods.
Right.
They got the handcuffs.
Look at what those two African American men at Starbucks. And they got arrested because they were causing a problem at Starbucks because they couldn't use the bathroom. Well, they had a clear sign there that says
No
for
public bathroom.
customers only. Well, they didn't buy anything. Well, so then you can't use the bathroom. That's the rules of the building. That's
Right. I
their
mean, I don't
right.
know why everybody
And,
wanna.
and then it became a racial thing, and Starbucks had to shut down all their Starbucks and do a whole thing on don't be racist. Well,
A
what do you mean don't be?
training.
It's ridiculous. It's
It's like
ridiculous how they push this.
that's why I hate it. That's why I hate it when they came out with them movies. I knew that's where they was going. They wanted to bring that racial card back. They wanted to bring them old ideas back. That's why they had the butler, the 12 years a slave, the the jingo. They put all of that out there like that because they want to remind the young people and everywhere what used to happen and where we used to come from. I say we done grown from that. I mean, if Jesus said forgive them not what they do, why we do the same thing? A lot of people done did stuff in the past that they had no business doing or they shouldn't have been doing. But okay, we got over it. Now get over it and go about your business. Going backwards and trying to rectify and try to bring up some old stuff ain't gonna help none of us. You
Well,
know?
remember where that one where the cops threw down that one young girl, and then they were like got all over the police for throwing her down. She was just a little girl. Well,
Right.
I was looking at that going, you know what? If that was my kid doing that to the cops, I'd kick the crap out of my kid. Like, what
Right.
do you
Right.
can't do that?
I mean,
Doing?
every situation I look at, I see the police did what they supposed to do. I mean, if you're gonna handcuff the police, what's the use of having the police? If they don't have no kind of authority and no kind of respect, that's why people don't respect them because the media, the past president, and other people have almost handcuffed the police, where they can't even do their job. They can if you robbing a store like this one guy last year robbed the store, was running from the police in a getaway car. Then trying to run over the police with the car. And then when he shoot at the man, because he's trying to run over with the car, why he shoot at him? What?
Right? Look at the news. This is what they are pushing. This propaganda division. It's everybody against the police. Right? There's that. There's the gay, the LGBT against the Christians. Right? You got the blacks and the whites. Right? And then you got the this whole thing with the border. Right? With the immigrants.
The immigrant. And I don't get that. I don't get that either. How you going?
This is what they do, man. I watch the news and I go like, I can't believe people don't even realize this. One night they have a story where they talk about, this woman had her visa expired. She was married to a veteran, and they deported her. Bull crap, right? So all of a sudden it plays for the side of like, I'm so tired of Trump and all these people deporting these people. How dare they? And the kids are separated, right? Well, guess what's on the news the next night? Oh, this guy who was here, whose visa ran out, just went and he stabbed like 4 people. So now the other side's going like, see, we need to deport him. We should have him. You just do these stories of bullshit.
Right. And see the problem with that, the thing I have with that, if you got a law in place, if you got laws in your land that says can't nobody come in your country, and if they do, they have repercussions, then they get the repercussion. Why are you crying for? If they brought their kids over here, they knew they were bringing their kids. They knew it was going to be a possibility that they were going to go to jail or get deported. If I did some crime right now, the first thing they're going to do is take my kids. First thing they're going to do is take me to jail and take my kids. Now, where they go, I don't know. They're going to go DCFS or whatever, put in the foster home or a boys' home, but that's the consequences of breaking laws. I mean, then you got the people talking about, well, we all immigrants. Okay. Thank you for telling that everybody except the Indians who immigrants. But now we have laws. Now we have the Constitution. You can't go back and use the old laws when we got a Constitution now that says it's illegal.
Well, and here's the thing too: is that it's like you want to open your borders up to everybody. Well, no countries do that. Everybody has a border for a reason and citizenship for a reason. You pay taxes, job market, so forth, right? There's reasons for it. Now, if there's this huge problem that keeps going on over the border, then why are we not looking at the process of how people come through to get citizenship instead of just keep them all out with a wall? Or you know why? Because it's caused division, because it causes, as long as you can divide, right? As long as we can keep all the bees separated instead of the one big hive, then we can control them. Because you know what? They know, the elite know that if everybody was together, they would fall. They gotta keep separated.
That's why they love Chicago. Chicago kill people. We killing each other left and right. It ain't the cops. The cops killed this year maybe 3 people. 3 black people. Black people done killed over 500 black people.
70, what they have in 72 hours, I love the numbers they do. 72 hours, 66 shot, 12 killed in 72 hours. Right? And wow, that's insane. I mean, that's something that.
But you don't see nobody marching about that though. Soon as a cop shoots somebody, everybody and their mama want to march. I did a video about that. I say, stop shutting down the expressways and the arteries that people got to go to work because somebody shot. Because the police shot somebody. Why don't you go shut down the neighborhoods when another black person killed another black person? Go stand on that corner. Go get your people to stand on them corners and tell them young boys to stop selling them drugs, or tell them mamas to tell their kids and watch their kids and tell them that they can't stay outside till 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And most of these parents know that their kids ain't no good, and because their kids are giving them weed and helping paying their rent, they letting them run mayhem. And so don't come with me with talking about police killed somebody. 9 times 10, the 3 people that got killed, I know a couple of them were doing something that they ain't supposed to been doing. And so what they say, if you get your hand caught cold in a cookie jar or you put your hand in the fire and you get burned, who fault is that?
Right.
And so don't come with me with that little small number and say, but they out here killing us. No, we out here killing us. We care more about somebody that with a color than we care about our own selves, and that's backwards.
Well, I can't stand how they're pushing that. It drives me insane because they're the one. They talk about racism. They're the ones that are promoting racism every day on TV. Every day is shoved down our throats. Why do you even mention color? Don't even mention the damn color.
That's why.
Guy robbed a store, and the cop shot him. There you go. I mean,
that's it. There you go.
That's it. Bottom line. Now deal with that. Was it right? Was it excessive force? Deal with that. Don't be putting a color in front of it.
And then you got people because they got them juiced up. They got them juiced up on steroids. That's why they put Trump in there. Trust me, they put Trump in there, and they put the scenarios around there that he shouldn't have been in there when they knew they were gonna put him in there, and they knew Hillary wasn't. They didn't want Hillary, so they made sure she had enough dirt so she couldn't get in there, and then they want Trump.
Well, yeah, they set this racism thing up from the get-go when they put Obama in, right? They put Obama in, and then he's doing his whole push on the Muslim thing, right? And then who comes next? Mr. Trump, who's associated with the KKK. Wow, now we got a racism war. They created the racism. Man, when this whole thing started and they're pushing racism, I'm looking out there going, I don't see no racism out here in my area. I don't see all this stuff going on that they're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And like I tell people, a lot of people don't like it. They say, you must be white. I say, no. I say, if you look at just economically and financially and just what he passed, he was the worst president we ever had. Because economically, he rolled the debt for $10 trillion. Ain't no president did that. Even Bush didn't do that. Bush only did 4. Every other president did 1. He the only one did 10. And then not only the deficit, then he signed LGBTQ to be legally get married all across the country. So that's going in his lap. I don't care about all the others because then I had one black person talking about, well, I don't care about that. Why you want to bash the man? Just as long as we get him in. I said, when did we come to that point where we just putting people in place because they color? Just because he's black, no matter what his job experience, what he can bring to the table, you just want somebody in there. That's stupid.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And I said myself, I told somebody else, and people won't be mad at me. I say, I don't know. He must have been made in the lab somewhere because I ain't heard his name. And for him to be 15 blocks from my house, literally, he lived on 53rd and High Park, and I lived on 53rd in Indiana. He was 15 blocks from me. I ain't never heard his name in the news. I ain't never heard him do no outreach. I ain't never heard his name in the community. I ain't never heard him on TV. The only thing I know, all of a sudden, here's a man that's in the Democratic convention. So I told people back then when he was running, I don't know who that man is.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing is that I tripped out when I found out he was a senator. I was like, I don't even remember him being a senator. Do you?
Now, I remember him winning to be a senator, but if you look at his resume, what they say, only thing he was a community organizer, and not in my community. I don't know what community he was in. And then the senator, a junior senator, and then become the president. I say, what job in America you can do that at? That you come in as the garbage man, and the next year you were CEO. What job do?
Right.
What job ever can I never seen that. You know what I mean? Hey, ain't got no work, ain't put in no work, ain't had no background, ain't had no political background. It's almost like he was made in a laboratory and groomed for that position.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, and Lothar is saying, the society's been dumbed down, especially in those poor neighborhoods. Absolutely. I mean, the thing is that boy, once you get in that poor neighborhood, it's tough to get out. And then they need to look more about how they get those kids out of those communities. Maybe more college.
No, man, watch this. You gonna hate me to say this. You gonna hate me to say this. And this, I ain't gonna. Don't do. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I care, but you gonna hate me when I say this. Right now, people wasting their money because what they're saying what this AI is gonna do. People need to either take AI classes or engineering classes because everything else is about to be gone.
Yeah,
ain't gonna be no lawyers. Ain't gonna be no doctors. Ain't gonna be no paralegals. Ain't gonna be no financial advisors. There ain't gonna be no bookkeepers. And so people wasting their money. If you ain't got no career right now, if you got any kids under 6, you better save your money for something else. Because if they ain't got no math skills and can build AI or code AI, ain't gonna be no job.
Yeah, no, they have the technology now, and they were saying that, I was telling you about like the UPS and Amazon, that they have the ability where they call it lights out, and they have these AIs. They say they look like CP3O, and they and they were going to take all the jobs, and the packages are going to go through from the beginning to the end without touching human hands. And they call it lights out because these AIs, they don't even need lights on. And that if a man went in there, he wouldn't be able to see the foot in front of him to walk.
Mm-hmm.
The guy says, we got that technology now. The only problem is it's not cost efficient yet. So if they got the technology, it's just like your HD TVs when they came out, they were $5,000. Now you can go to Walmart and pick one up for $200. As soon as that becomes cost efficient for them, you're going to start seeing it.
They don't care about cost efficient now. They bringing it out no matter what, because some reason the date 2/23 is 2/20 is a sudden date for really pushing everything. That everybody, including automotive, everybody's pushing for that 2020 date.
And that's when that 5G is full blown, right?
That's when that 5G is for the AI system. It ain't for us. Well, it's for the AI can be everywhere instantaneously, have no latency and everything. And so, 2023 is gonna be real bad. And so, people better gear up. That find your family members and say, man, look, we need to start thinking about if we're gonna all live together so we can help each other out. Because the way of living like we living like now ain't gonna work then. It ain't gonna be enough jobs, it ain't gonna be enough wealth, it ain't gonna be enough funds to go around for everybody to have their own. They already saying it. We're not gonna be able to own a car. We're gonna be able to use a car, but not own a car. That's why General Motors and Detroit is getting out of the consumer car business. They're saying they're not making any more consumer cars. They make luxury cars and they're gonna make commercial cars. And the commercial cars you're thinking is not gonna be like commercial trucks. It's gonna be commercial AIs where you call on the car, you pay $300 a month, and it's gonna be like a bus pass. And you call the car and they come take you where you gotta go, and get out the car and then goes to the next person. Now I have no problem with that, but the problem that I'm having is people don't see that the way we living now, we ain't gonna be able to live in the next 4 years. And it's gonna hit people like a shit of bricks. Cause like I told them last year, I told them 2 years ago, I think it was last year sometimes, maybe in it's like in July. I said, y'all gonna start hearing AI everywhere by next year. And that's what's happening. And so when I tell them that, they say you was right. I say, if I was right about that, why don't you check out what other stuff I was talking about? Because a pastor told me this, say, you think you know everything. I say, no, I don't think I know everything. I just know something that you don't know right now. And because you don't know it, that don't mean I know everything. I just know some information that you may not be in the know of, that your mind can't even process right now. Because you thinking, you don't think about nobody being able to mess with matter. And like I said, I never understood why you don't think that, because that means you don't believe in the Bible when God made the water go on each side, or Pharaoh turning the stick into a snake. Guess you didn't remember that. You didn't believe that either then.
Right.
And
well,
so
I think the AIs like Sophie, right? I think the AIs like her, the ones that are more humanized. I think that what we're seeing with Sophia, is it Sophie or Sophia, is old school. I think that's old. That's old technology.
All right, that's the old one. The new one's already out.
They're already out. You wouldn't even know it. You wouldn't have it.
I told my wife, I say, Hillary Clinton a robot. I really believe it. Hillary Clinton, I believe them reporters that were freezing them on TV, they robot. They got it so good. See, she was just there to make people think that we just got there. No, they got some way better than that they've been working on. She just what they call that? She just the plug she's the old plug, but they already way past that.
Did you know that it was the 1950s? They rolled out their first AI. It was a young girl, and they put her in a school. Yeah, like so, just normal looking classmate, right? Well, she didn't last that long. Back then, they didn't have the technology for them to last long. She started, having her glitches there after it was only, I want to say, 3 to 6 months, and they of course they took her out, and they had a whole thing of like everybody looking for her, and she disappeared. But what it was is it was like one of their betas in the 50s of a child going to school as an AI, and they love to use the kids because don't ever talk bad about a kid, that or heaven forbid. But yeah, I saw a whole thing on that, a whole documentary on that. They've been, so this technology, that it's old. Well, whatever they show us today, man, that's like
They way past that.
old school stuff.
That's their prototypes from a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And they paraded around us like it's something new.
Right? Yeah. And look at all the commercials. Look at all the commercials they have with the little robots now. Boy, don't they look cool and fun?
See, they gotta wing us into it, but see, now what they're gonna do, they're gonna speed it up. And that's what people don't realize. It ain't like the first industrial revolution and the third industrial revolution where it was 70, 80 years we was in it. This technology that we just got into 2013, that's going to be fully implemented within a decade, and the decade is 2023. By 2023, everything going to be changing. Everything. Matter of fact, Jody Rose says 2028. And just like he said that they were going to find an Earth-like planet and NASA was going to find it, and they found it, didn't they? And he said 2018. They found that in 2017. And so he said 2028, the robots are going to be us in everything. And trust me, it's way before that. And it's going to be like 2 years before that. So I say 2026, everybody ain't going to have nothing. I mean, because they're going to be able to do everything. Not just calculating, not just driving you around. No, everything. And so, don't you know 2026 is not that long from now? And so things have to progress so fast, people ain't gonna see it coming. They're like, how we get here? What the world? Oh, I just lost my job. I didn't know I was about to lose my job. Well, you better wake up and smell the coffee.
Well, here's the other thing too, is that people don't realize. I mean, just like Alexis, I mean, these little AIs that you put in your home everywhere, and hooking your whole home up to these things, everything. People don't realize these AIs. These are not just computers. These are not just a computer. These things are like a living
organism.
You are allowing these demons. If anybody, in my opinion, get that thing out of your home. Get Alexa. It's bad enough that we got the internet in our homes and we walk around with the internet on our hip all day long with our phones. Man, I mean, it's bad enough there. These things, man, are there. The internet, everything, your phone, everything, your TV, everything, your laptop is all hooked up to that D-Wave computer, man, and that Kindred computer. Especially that Kindred computer now, they're pushing the AI through that thing. And so everything is...
Wait. Kendra or CRISPR? What were you talking about? Kendra or CRISPR? What are you talking about?
The Kindred computer. That's the new one that's supposed to be like, I don't know, like 10 times more sophisticated than the D-Wave. And NASA and Google are working together with the Kindred computer they're using that one for the AI.
You just told me something new, because I normally be up on that. I gotta check that one out. But Yeah, I
Pastor
mean,
says, turn off the routers, and I've taken everything out of my bedroom. I don't have my TV in the bedroom no more. I don't go to bed with my phone anymore. I go to bed, I shut that door, and I got no electronics in there at all.
well, that don't matter. That don't matter because they can see.
No,
You.
you know,
Oh, no, they
my
can see
son,
you.
check
They
this
can
out.
see you.
My son has a Xbox 360 in his room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every night in the middle of the night, that thing turns itself on. Turns
Yeah,
itself on.
my TV do the same thing.
The other day, I was on my laptop, and I have my laptop up, and what I do is I do a wireless connection to my TV. So right now, my YouTube is on my big screen TV, right? So if I shut my laptop down, then the TV it gets shut off, right?
Mm.
My screen went black on my laptop the other night watching a YouTube channel. Okay. So I was like, what the heck happened? So I went to go power it off. I held the power button in, turned the computer off, shut the computer down. On my TV, the YouTube's still going and they're still talking. And I take the laptop to my kid's room. I go, look at this thing. The computer, it's off, right? Yeah. It's closed down, right? Yeah. So come here, look. Look at the TV. It's
Well,
still
no,
on.
that's because
It's still on.
you cast it to your TV, right?
Yeah, but I tell you right now, anytime all I have to do is shut my laptop down and the connection to the TV goes off because my computer goes
Well,
into
'cause
sleep.
I know mine don't either because that's how I do. That's how I save my battery when I'm watching a movie. I cast something through my phone to the TV and I turn my phone off and the movie will still be playing.
But I
Um,
don't have it set up like that. So if I shut my laptop right now, you're gonna lose me. I'll go away. I'll have to open it back up and join back in.
unless they updated your laptop with that feature.
I had to reboot everything to get it to work right. I'm telling you, it's only done it once. It was that one time, and I've had the computer was off. It was off. It was powered off. It
And
was
that's
still
a
going
small
on.
TV, ain't it? It's a
So it
small
wasn't
TV.
it wasn't even in sleep mode. It was powered off.
Yeah. How many people get in the room?
13.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got a good number. Good number.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Lucky number 13.
Yeah. I guess we thank y'all for listening to our conversation. They asked me any question. I
Oh,
can
can you not see the chat room?
no, I can't see.
Yeah.
I can actually go there, but I was actually just sitting on Hangout. I see. Let me go there now because sometimes when I look at the chat room, I be distracted. Hold on, let me see. Let me go there now.
Well,
And so,
you want
yeah,
to talk about your last video about the eye doctors?
yeah, oh yeah, man. Look, when I looked at that, I say, oh, let me mute it. I gotta mute it. It's not letting me mute it. Oh, okay, there you go. It wasn't letting me mute it.
See? See what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and so when I looked at it, I said, I did a video a couple of weeks ago about the same thing, but literally they said that was in China when they said that. They were talking about the AI had diagnosed people with brain injuries better than the doctors, and then but that was in China, and so now AI can diagnose people's eyes and the eye disease better than doctors. And so doctors, they job about to be gone. They job about to be gone. Nurses' jobs about to be gone. Them billing coders, them people that codes and do what they call them scanning for the what them call them technicians um for the radiologists, and them people make money. See, and so what's gonna happen when they leave? Because see, that's why I hate to say this. That's why I hated the gimmick they gave America is the American dream is to get a house. Why was that the American dream? Because you get a house, you got debt. And
Right.
if you ain't got no money to be rich enough to pay that house off, you in debt for 40 years and you ain't guaranteed nothing for 40 years. You get a mortgage for 40 years, you ain't guaranteed no job for no 40 years. And then they make you pay more for a house that's old than you would a new house. You telling me this house when it was built brand new 30 years ago, 40 years ago, they paid $10,000. And now I got to pay $230,000 for a house that the foundation done cracked up and it done moved and shifted. And now you making me pay way more money for it? I said, hey, I don't get that concept. It ain't like you rebuild it. You giving me something old that you paid $10,000. Ain't that usury? You paid 10 for it and you want me to give you 230 for it. Huh? And so that's gonna be the housing market crisis we had in 08. This new housing market crisis it's gonna be way worse than that. Cause these people depend on them jobs to pay them mortgages, and they mortgages maybe $1 million. And I tell people all the time, I don't even know why people get mortgages. First of all, because you ain't never own it. You never own it. I don't know why people buy land. I don't know why people, because you never own it. If you own it, why you got to pay taxes for it? I buy me a shirt and I own it. Do I pay taxes on it every year? I say, oh yeah, I got to get this cotton tax. I got to get a cotton tax for that shirt I just bought. I mean, you don't own it. You just renting at a low rate.
Right.
And so yeah, man, this new recession that we're about to hit, and humanity ain't never experienced it. You think the Great Depression was something? The Great Depression ain't gonna be nothing on this. That's why they trying to work out these UBI programs. They was announcing that in Chicago where they give 1,000 people $500 for a test run on UBI. And people like, yeah, I want that money. Mm-hmm. No, they being test baited for people to lose their job.
Right. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about real quick about the eye doctor. When I worked for a major eye company, they actually were starting to build. I don't know how far along they are. Where you go to a kiosk, you just go to your local mall or whatever. You won't be going to an eye doctor. You'll be going to a local mall and you just sit in a chair and the computer gives you your prescription. And then you go to another kiosk and pick out your frame and you have the technology where it takes your face and it shows you what you look like with that frame on. Yeah. And then you submit it and then the lab makes it and you go pick it up. It takes the whole doctor completely. I mean, you know how many jobs are out? You got the doctor, the staff, everything. That's a whole industry. Gone.
When did you see that?
When I used to work for a major eye company, what they're going to be, what the future is. And yeah, goodbye eye doctors, man. Nobody's
they go to
eye doctor. No more 1 or 2, 3 or 4. You're just going to go to the mall. Sit in a machine, put your credit card in. It gives you an exact prescription. I want that frame. Let me see how it looks on my face. It's all digital. Oh, perfect. Good on me. Hey, by the way, let me go ahead and send this to Facebook real quick and get everybody's opinion on which frame they like best real quick. Oh, I like that frame. Boom, done. There you go.
And that's what. And see, they always talking about, well, 5 million jobs gonna be lost, and 180 million gonna be gained, and the other 180 million gonna be in AI technology or somewhere around that scenario. That means you better tell your kids they better get into technology. You better stop telling them kids to be doctors, eye doctors. I told mom, I say, look, I know what you wanted to do, what you maybe had to, the thing that you thought, like they say you can be anything. Well, according to what they saying, you can't be anything no more. You got to be very selective. Because I seen a robot that actually built a building. They just set the robot in the middle, and the robot built the building. I said, what?
Robots building buildings. You're gonna take the labor out now, huh? And they could work 24 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
Have a house.
They say anything repetitive, anything that you do on a consistent basis that you have to do over and over again, your job gonna be gone. Every last one of them.
Well, the other thing I think that we need to talk about, which not all people talk about, is that 3D machine.
That 3D. Oh yeah. We don't even need to go to the store no more. It's gonna be like almost like Star Trek, where you pay for it and it printed out in your house, or you go to the nearest corner store you want a cup, you just type in cup and it print you a cup.
Right. And here's the thing, and boy, they just don't go through over this. They already know how to manipulate matter. This is so crazy. They already have the technology to manipulate matter. They have couches. They already have these things where it's a couch. And you can go, you know what? I don't want it to be a couch anymore. I want it to be a chair with an ottoman. And the thing transforms into a chair with an ottoman. Crazy. This is it's either, I always get China and Japan mixed up. It's in one of those two countries. They already have that technology where you can transform your couch into a chair. Manipulating the matter. Wow, man. I watch movies sometimes, and it's those futuristic movies with all the high tech everywhere, billboards. I don't even want to live in that world where you just walk up, push a button, and that whole technology world. I can't stand it. I just want to.
Back in the day when I used to live there, I used to love that stuff. But now I know it's cynical. I don't trust it. I mean, the automatic cars, I think I like that idea because you got so many people that don't know how to drive. Lord Jesus, so many accidents don't make no sense. I was on the street, and I remember I was in an accident, and so now I'm paranoid a lot now. I was on this accident in the expressway, so that's a whole different story. Getting in a little fender bender on the street ain't nothing compared to getting into an accident on the expressway, because that car going 60 miles an hour. And so...
Look, I'm with you. I am not against car technology. I tell you, my car, I love my cars. It tells me when I'm being an idiot and trying to get into the next lane, there's a car there. They're like, hey, you idiot, there's a car there. Stop. Or if I'm backing up, they're like, hey, somebody's...
If it went to the helping up...
I like that.
And I like the fact to help us to be better, but not do everything for us, or take everything from us, and we obsolete, and now we had to upgrade ourselves because now we done made something that outpaces us and everything. What kind of stupid person would do that? Why would you make something that you know gonna be better than you? I mean, I know we do that with our kids, but I'm talking about artificial. We all make our kids, we want them to be better than we are, but something artificial that can to wipe out the whole human race, why would you do that? Why would you even do it? I mean, come on, that don't make sense. It's like,
well, it does. Okay, but here's the thing, man. It does make sense if you look at it through maybe my eyes. I don't know about you, because they're vessels, and it's the depopulation. They're vessels, right, for the demons, right? And so, yeah, logically you would think, why would we do that? Why would we make a nuclear bomb that can destroy the world? Why would we do that, right? I mean, you can look at it that way too, but if you look at the reality of it, is what the ARs really are. What are AIs really? They're not computers. So, yeah, it's not like we're making computers. They're just bringing their
demonic.
they're opening the gate, and this is what they're doing.
Signs and wonders. They signs and wonders where they gonna discover a lot of stuff, cure a lot of stuff, and everything. Don't you know? Right now in Chicago, they had on the news. I don't know if you know about it. But I'm gonna do a video about it because I'm gonna find that news cast where they said by 2020, and still see that 2020 again. Ain't nobody gonna have AIDS. Matter of fact, they say by 2020, everybody that got AIDS ain't gonna be able to give it to nobody. So you can have sex with somebody with AIDS and you won't be affected. So that means you have to take some kind of shot.
Right? Well, you know what? They're also doing that with cancer, man. They now have a shot that they're in prototype that's curing cancer. One shot cures all cancer. You see how that works, though? They created diseases. They created. They've got the antidote. Now they're just going to put whatever they want in that antidote with it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I got some good news for everybody. You know I'm a fat man. I hate to say it, but I'm big boned. No, I ain't big boned. I'm fat. But I've been on my diet for the last 2 days, boy. But God dog, I'm tired of all this peeing. But I've been drinking a whole gallon of water a day for the last 2 days. And I've been peeing like 40 going north. But I was gonna take the water diet, but I said no, that's not wise. And so what I've been doing is limiting my calories to 800 calories. So what I did, like this morning, I had 2 eggs and not a half a cup of rice, but about 5 spoons of rice. And then for lunch, I had lettuce and a piece of cheese with a spoon of Miracle Whip. Now, what I didn't know is salad dressing got more calories than Miracle Whip got. 1 spoon of Miracle Whip is only 40 calories. 1 serving of dressing is 180 calories. I said, God, no. And I didn't know that lettuce has only 5 calories in it. You can eat all the lettuce you want.
Well, you know what you should eat is celery. Celery actually burns calories.
But I think because I have a low intake, because I did a lot of research before I chose what I was gonna do, and what they said was gonna happen in the beginning to happen. Like my hands, the skin on my hands are beginning to peel away.
Oh wow!
My urine is clear now, and I'm peeing a lot, Lord Jesus, and that's the fat coming off. And some people have lost 19 pounds within a week. Now the problem is that, like I say, I didn't want to put myself in a starving mode, so I'm just limiting my calories. And so, like I say, yesterday I had 2 packs of oodle noodles, and a lot of people don't understand. If they look at the back of the food that they eating, they know they're eating too much, because I didn't even know that 1 pack of oodle noodles, the Roman noodles, that was 2 servings. I thought that was just 1. But that's for 2 people. So you got to times that times 2. Because I think 1 pack, 1 serving is 190 calories. So you times that times 2.
Right. They're talking about Johnny Supercamp just came in. What's up, brother? So he said he doesn't think They're dead. No, I don't either. You know what I think? Have you seen? I was watching this the other day. What the heck is that young kid's name? Bruno Mars. You seen him? You guys know who he is? Hey, I'm telling you, you know who he is? He's Michael Jackson, man. I tell you what, if Michael Jackson got a that guy sings like him, he dances like him, he grabs his crotch like him. I'm like, this is like a Michael Jackson. This is like Michael Jackson with all over again, man. I'm like,
Did you hear about that? Did you hear about that 12-year-old that's got 2 college degrees?
no.
Yeah, it's this 12-year-old South Side Chicago got a college degree, 2 college degrees already in engineering. And so what I think, because she's Kara Mosley Braun's daughter, that's a politician. I believe that's the CRISPR. That's that designer baby that they was talking about.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
How do you get to graduate from college already at 12? Not just college, but you got 2 degrees. Now you taking your master at 12?
Damn.
Uh,
Yeah, who knows? Could be a little AI baby. You don't know. You know. I don't put nothing past them. You know, it's funny when you see a lot of these things on TV where you end up seeing like who their parents are, and you're like, and that's when you just do the oh well, yeah, figures. I gotcha. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
My parent was a politician. My mom and dad, movie stars were, I saw the other one the other day where the daughter was on the other Illuminati stupid show, America's Got Talent, where they just bring up their elite kids and make all these other kids think they got a chance. And come on, man, it's all fixed. And of course, it's like, oh yeah, her mom was the news anchor for channel so and so for 20 years. Oh, of course, her mom was the news anchor, and her daughter was moving through to the final. Of course, why wouldn't she? God, yeah. That's the thing is all these kids. That talent show is nothing more than promoting all the Job's wives and all the kids. I want my kid a singer. All right, we'll make it look like we found him in a scouting thing. Oh crap!
Man. I mean, I say, man, and I was like, man, shoot. But and that's why I'm glad. That's why I try to. That's why you gotta almost like I tell my son. I say, look, little boy, I say, do something in schools. That internet, talking, that internet, it ain't going nowhere. Make sure you get your at least basics, because you need your basics.
Mm-hmm.
College may not be because I know college is the big. A lot of people want to know college is the biggest ripoff in the whole world. And I don't know in the whole world, but I know in the United States, because when I went to college, this is what they told me in orientation. And I don't think they're supposed to be telling us this, but they told us, talking about only 10% of y'all gonna get a job, what y'all come to school for. I say, so the other 90 of us, we just giving you money for free.
Right.
You telling me this is a lottery? You should have told me that.
Right. Well, I was watching the America. What is that? America's Got Talent. Is that what it is? America's Got Talent or whatever. Yeah, that's it. I'm watching that, and I was like, they're at that stage now where they have 18 people, but only like 6 or 7 moved to the live show. I was already guessing who was going through because what are they doing? The ones that were going through, they had all the damn Freemason. They either had the checkerboard outfit or the orange outfit or the red tennis shoes. They had every one of them that went through had all of the signs of the Freemasons in the elite. All the other ones didn't. I'm like, I already could tell who's going through. I'm going to pick them right now just based off of what their outfits are. It doesn't matter how talented they are. I already could tell. Sure enough, man, those are the ones getting put through. I saw a commercial just the other day, and it's like this new product, and they're talking about as if they were these young kids that grew up and they're like came up with this great business plan and everything. And in the commercial, what are they doing? They're doing the triangle hand sign in the commercial, showing their obedience. It's like, you guys, don't you know we already know all this stuff, but they still got to throw it out there.
You know, faith, hope, and love. Telling everybody good night. Say, going to bed, and so Cowboy, thank you for coming and joining his show.
Yeah, we'll pray for you, Faith, for your fever.
Oh, she had a fever. I ain't see that part. Oh yeah, we're gonna pray for you. You want to do it? No.
Go ahead. Go ahead, preacher brother.
Father God, Lord, we asking you right now on behalf of Faith, God, that you go into her body and regulate whatever thing that's not like you and anything that's going against her body, God, that you heal it, that you put it in the right place, God. Give her peace, give her a good rest, God. Let the temperature go down and let anything that was trying to alienate her be gone in Jesus' name. And God, right now we know that you can do it, and we trust that you can do it, God. And God, we asking you to do it, God. We ask you in Jesus' name to do it. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Hey, you seen Nauticus? I ain't seen her in a minute.
I seen her on Scarabs Monday night in the chat room.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen her around. You know who else I haven't talked to in over a week is Jason.
Oh, hi, Jason.
I don't know. I haven't talked to Jason in over a week. I know he's working like 3 jobs and busy and probably going to bed early. But I haven't heard from Jason in over a week.
Hey, Salton Caesar. How you doing, man?
That's one talented brother right there.
Oh, Miguel. How you doing, Miguel? I ain't even see the chat. I'm looking at all these names. The no. That's somebody new. I ain't never seen before.
Taekwondo, she's been around.
Oh, Taekwondo. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I normally don't be looking at the chat. I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking at nobody in the chat. I don't know what about me. My problem. I leave you. You know, you the chat man. You love to stay.
I can't see out of the chat.
You the chat man. You say, I don't know. I'm sorry. Hey, party puppy. Well.
Got Lothar 900, Gannibal.
How everybody doing? We got Happy and Ty.
Johnny Supertramp. He's been around forever.
Oh yeah. How y'all doing? How y'all been doing? Hope y'all week's been going good. Hope everybody is fine. You ain't do nothing. She said, "What I do? You ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing. You good. I don't be normally looking at the chat. That's cowboy thing. I just talk too much." And another person I ain't seen, Craig. Well, he gave me a message.
Where'd he go?
He gave me a message on a couple of my videos. And I told him, "Hey, how you doing?" But yeah, I ain't seen him. And Wake Up Saint, you seen him?
Wake Up News? Yeah.
Well, let's say wake up Saint. Lord, wake up the
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
hey, hey.
He does like streams every day too.
I thought I was subscribed to his channel. I ain't got no notification. Oh
Oh
Lord, that's what happened. That's what happened. They turned off people notification, and you don't know what nobody doing. But they showed tell me when that other lady do one.
well, he's sleeping right now. He should be up pretty soon. But
Mm.
he's in UK. Oh yeah, he's wake up peeps now. He changed it to wake up peeps.
He changed it, or okay? You sure he changed it? Did he tell y'all he changed it?
Yeah, he said he changed it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay, Luther, Luther
It's
900. Hey,
it's
that,
slow talk. It's
is that Uncle Luke? Is
it's
that I want to rock? I want to rock right there.
it's pronounced. He say it Lota. Lota is how you pronounce his name.
Oh, Luther.
Lota.
Okay, okay.
So like yeah.
I wouldn't get it. But yeah, thank you, man, for having me on. I ain't been on live like this in a minute. I'm rounding myself out. I'm gonna just have to what they say. I'm about to be like a couple other people, do one show a week and maybe do a call in show. One of them call in numbers, 1-800 numbers. They got going on now. They doing 1-800 numbers. Call in. I called in a couple of shows. I think I was on Brian's show last week, and so yeah.
Yeah, you were on Scarab too, right?
Yeah, it was for a second.
Yeah.
And so well, I try to, like I said, you know me, I always keep it balanced between everybody. But yeah, I'm glad you had me on. I don't want to, you know, I'm always indicative with that hour. I think we almost 2 hours now. Only you and Jason can do them 3 2 hour, 4 hour. Man, I be running out of stuff that I can go through all the other videos I got, but then I won't have nothing for tomorrow or another day we got to talk. But yeah,
It's been a while since I've done a marathon. I think, geez, been over 2 or 3 weeks since I even gone live.
oh man, yeah, yeah, but I gotta. I'm trying to wait until my punishment over with. I got
How much longer have you done it?
about 2 more months, I think,
Well, oh, okay. Wow, man. Jeez.
and then my punishment be over with. I
Dude,
know.
I gave Lotar a wrench. I didn't even realize that he was the only one in here without a wrench. Jeez.
Oh
What a jerk
yeah,
I am.
yeah. Low time, you gotta get you a wrench.
Yeah, I gave him a wrench. He might already be gone, but when he comes back, he'll have it.
But cowboy man, and thank you for letting me on your show, and and I pray for everybody that's in the room and keep your eyes up. And I just want to leave on a positive note. In spite of what may be coming or what's about to expire, as long as we help one another and not become animals and know the true love of God, because it's going to be a point where we're going to have to help one another and to survive, uh, because if we take the survival of the fittest role, a lot of people that's good people gonna end up not making it, and I believe we can get past this storm if we just lean on one another and help one another, and not just with words, but with action. Gonna be a point in time where we're gonna have to take in strangers and trust one another and help each other, because this AI system, in spite of what I don't want it to do, in spite of what I don't what I would prefer, uh, the movement of the people that's in charge, they're indicative or not indicative. Well, they're set on making this reality. So we're gonna have to have a better love for one another and learn to help one another out. Learning how to just be there for your brothers and sisters. And so pray for everybody. Pray for your family members. Pray for your cousins, your aunties, your brothers, your sisters, your people that you didn't get along with. But we all on this planet together. You know, we all on this one flat, round, circular, square, however you want to put it. We all in the same place. We share in the same place. So we must survive and put God first. You know, if you believe it, put Him first and get your life right and stay right. Cause ain't no time to be playing God now. And so I
Right.
don't know
You
what
know,
you
and
want to say.
we went over a lot of stuff. We went everywhere, and I don't look at it as fear mongering. What it is it's what we see, and just be right with God, and just get out there and plant the seed, plant as many seeds as you can, because right now is the biggest push I've ever seen to kill every seed out there and divert people from God and salvation. So plant that
Amen.
seed, be right with God, and just know Jesus already won. It's already a done deal. But we're right here, right where we're at, and we're in the battle. We're in the battlefield right now, and if we can't just rely on hanging out with each other talking about it, we got to get out there and talk about it with those that need it. Right?
Yes, sir.
We gotta get
In
out
the
there.
world.
Right at the grocery store, right? You see these people. You see these people. Like I just had the lady come and hand me an eviction notice that they're going to take me to court, right? And man, the first thing I saw, I looked in her eyes, I said, wow, she's hurting. So I sent her off a real nice email. I didn't get mad. People out there, the grocery store, at the gas station, you're pumping gas, the person next to you, you can see these people, talk to them, reach out to them. I'm telling you, and you'd be surprised how the one thing that you won't realize because of the media and the propaganda and all this crap they're shoving down your throat is actually how eager people are to hear about God. They really are. You bring it up and you'd be surprised that they got the ears and they want to listen because they're not going to get it anywhere else.
That's
So,
it. And because that's it. That's it, man. You hitting it right on the head. Because because YouTube may not be around for us much longer, and so we want to. I'll give y'all my email. If y'all know my email, it's Mandela Effect 31 at gmail.com, because I don't want to not be in contact with people that I'm used to talking to. I don't want this just to be the only place that we tell each other information. We got to have.
They got you so worked up on this media that it's taboo to bring it up because it's politically incorrect. I disagree. You're at work with a coworker, they're having a bad day. Tell them you're going to pray for them. Just start the conversation. What's going on. I remember one time I was in an elevator at a job, and I never met this person before. We have 8 buildings where I worked at, and we're in the elevator, and that typical conversation in the elevator. You're like, "Hi, how you doing? Good. How you doing? Good." That don't work for me. I looked at her, and she goes, "Hi, how you doing?" I said, "I'm okay. How are you doing?" She goes, "Good." And I looked at her and said, "No, really, you're not good. I can see you're not good. You don't have to be polite and just have this conversation." Too many people just brush by. I was like, "What's going on?" We ended up talking outside the elevator for over an hour. for over an hour. She wasn't good. Talk to people. Talk to people. We do it all day long on YouTube in chat rooms all day long. We're everywhere. Here we go. If we all, if I'm going to shut the stream down. If somebody goes live, guess what? We're all going to be over there talking. Talk to your neighbor. Talk to your coworkers. Talk to everybody.
Take it off the screen. Put it in action.
There you go. There you go. I talk to people at garage sales. It don't matter. It don't matter.
I mean, you see me. I talk to people in the hospital. My wife get mad at me because I talk to people everywhere. I mean, we was at a funeral. I was talking to people. I don't care. I talk to people everywhere I go. I was in what was I was doing something. I was flagging down police just talking to them. And somebody said, "Well, what you doing?" I say, first of all, what this world is going through right now, everybody need to know. And the police officer, he already read on it. He said he knew me. I'm like, man, that's good. I gave my card anyway. I mean, I'm so serious about getting God's information out and this cynical stuff where they trying to hide it where ain't nothing going on out. I went and invested 100 Mandela effect cards. You know, I know y'all don't see that video, but I have an intro video on my channel. So when you new, you that's the first video you see. And I invest in getting the information out. It's more than just YouTube. It's more than just this. This is a nice platform to meet people that you maybe not be able to reach, but reach people in your community. Reach your next door neighbor. My next door neighbor, now she see what I see. She telling me she see everything I see. She see the distraction that they trying to put over us on Trump when they trying to do other things, trying to keep us distracted for what he doing while they doing something else. She said she see everything I've been talking about. And then somebody else seen my community. And then now I'm beginning to talk to people all around in my community because, you know, I'm helping people online that I don't know, and I can't help the neighbor that I see every day. I'm scared to talk to them because I don't want them to call me cuckoo. I don't. Huh? No. And so, like I said, thank you, man, for letting me on here, man. And I know this ain't gonna be our last, because we always gonna do something. And so, whenever you go live, you just let me know, man, and we can get it popping.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and thank everybody in the chat room. It's been a while. Hopefully, I won't go so long before I do another one. We'll see. But everybody have a great night, and God bless, and get out there and talk to people. And Taekwondo, you're right. No, I don't expect them to say it sucks for sure. Of course, they're going to say it's good, and that's the normal conversation. All I'm saying is, if you see they're not okay, you know, open up to them. They might need someone to talk to. You know, maybe they won't. You know, you got to put it out there. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys. It's been great. I haven't seen you guys in a while on a stream, but I know I will see you guys all in another stream soon. So, good night and God bless.